Revenue Coin saw that I have a thing for investing, so they reached out and showed me a brand new way to invest in rapidly growing, revenue positive, high-tech companies using crypto. So I did a bit of digging and decided to put my own money to the test and wanted to share with you exactly what is happening with Revenue Coin. So if you guys enjoy short form, concise, no BS content that doesn't waste either of our time, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's hop right in. First is Revenue Coin, symbol RVC, is currently undergoing its public sale. You can see there's a 7 days, 11 hours, and 39 minutes left, and the clock just keeps ticking down. So the only place you could buy this coin right now is on their website. I bought some prior to the video. I'm going to buy some more again, but as more and more users buy it, well, the price is just going to continue to increase. Right now, one BNB equals 42,424 RVC, and once we reach, that another $3,000, well, it's going to be one BNB equals 41,791 RVC. So it's just going to continue to get more and more expensive. The earlier you get in, the lower the price is. But the interesting thing about Revenue Coin is that it is the first ever revenue token in the entire world. The reason why I bought this coin, the reason why I invested in this public sale is because right now it is very, very difficult for regular everyday investors like you and me to get exposure to projects and tech startups that traditionally are reserved for banks, venture capital firms, just like sharks and angel investors. It's usually reserved for these bigger, well-known investors and bigger banks. But with Revenue Coin, it gives regular everyday people exposure to getting into some of the fastest growing qualified tech startups. So a couple of qualifications for this coin. We'll go into some of the details of how they make money, but a couple of qualifications. What Revenue Coin does is that they invest in high-tech companies. They look at a couple of specific things. One of which is that they look to make sure that the companies they are buying have a launchable product. They don't just invest in anything. They need to make sure that these companies have a launchable product and they are actually growing. The second thing that they do is they look for a revenue positive or a company that is very close to being revenue positive. This is very important because they're not just going to invest in companies that are just losing money consistently like we see all the time with all these companies that are going public now. A lot of tech startups are just losing money, and they are not going to invest in a company like that. The third thing is that they are looking for companies that are potentially built on the blockchain but don't need to be. So they're open to really any tech company in general. And the fourth thing is that they need to all be complementary to each other. Every single company they invest in needs to be complementary to each other so it can create some synergy effects so all these companies can work together and essentially bring each other up higher. So all of this is very good. If you're a holder of RVC, well, then you could help make some of these decisions about which companies they're going to invest in. Right now, they currently invest in two companies that they've already picked in their portfolio. You can see it's Xeria and Skyrocket. You can look into these companies. These are two tech companies that are in the technology investment space, but they've already invested in these. The way it works is every single month, they take up to 10% of whatever companies they invest in revenue. So if a company receives an investment from Revenue Coin, well, that company is obligated in the future to give 10% of their revenues to Revenue Coin. And what Revenue Coin does with this is that they use this money to buy back RVC coins from the market. They destroy 50% of them, making this a deflationary asset, so smaller, coins are basically burned. And the other thing they do is they use the other 50% on operations. So this is very, very important. They have this deflationary mechanism in place, but then they also use the other 50%, so about 5% total, to actually fund the business, to look for new projects to invest in the future, and that is how they continue to grow. So the easiest way to think about this is that this model is perpetual, never stops, and all it is that if they invest in successful companies, and all of the holders can help decide, but as long as they're investing in successful companies, part of those companies' revenue is going to be used to buy back tokens. Some of those tokens are going to be burned, and other portion of that money is going to go back to investing in new companies, growing their portfolio, which right now is sitting at around just 2 companies. So this is very exciting because it just basically makes it so the coin is only going to continue to increase in value as long as the projects they invest in increase in value and are generating revenue. It's not necessarily tied to the overall crypto market. It is really a bear market resistant token, meaning that as long as these tech companies they invest in are doing well, as long as all the tech companies that the community decides on do well, it doesn't matter if the crypto market is dropping. It doesn't matter if there's FUD in the crypto market, because ultimately some of that revenue is going to go from these companies is going to go into buying back tokens, burning some of the supply, and that is going to really make it a bear market resistant token. One thing I really like about the company, not only is their model allowing regular everyday people to invest in some of these tech companies, which are traditionally just for big institutions, but the other thing I like about them is their team. When you look at their team right now, they have a number of people in their team who have experience in the venture capital world, in the crypto world, in the tech world, and this is a fully doxed project. Everyone you can look up their LinkedIns, you can see every single person who is part of this project, you can look at their portfolio, see exactly what they do, and this isn't always the case with some crypto companies. So this is very important. So right now, I have invested in this company. I want to show you guys how to buy some more really quickly. All you need to do is go to the website. You see that the time is ticking down. You just click buy RVC tokens. You click buy now. Connect wallet. I'm going to connect my MetaMask wallet. We are going to say just 0.5 BNB because I think I have enough in that wallet for that. I bought some prior to this video as well. You click buy. It says transaction is being processed. Easy, simple enough, and that's all you have to do. So it says after about 1 minute confirming the transaction, refresh this page, reconnect your wallet, and see the amount of tokens ordered. So we're not going to wait for that, but we went through, we bought it. You guys saw, very easy and simple to do. So this is a project that I personally like because I like investing in startups. I like getting exposure to companies that I may not be able to invest in. Like, for example, these two companies that are part of their portfolio. Without this coin, I would not get any exposure to Xeria or Skyrocket and all the new coins that they're going to be, all the new projects that they're adding to their list, to their portfolio, are going to be ones that look very exciting to me. They've already completed and compiled a list of 5 subsequent projects that are applying for the revenue capital ecosystem, and we can see all the other aspects of their roadmap. So either way, I really like the company. I like how they're investing in a number of high-tech startups, companies that are revenue positive, because that's not so easy to find in the tech startup space. And I like how they use some of these coins to use some of this revenue to buy back tokens, to fund new projects, and it makes it more of a deflationary asset. So let me know your thoughts on this coin. I personally really like it. I've invested, a good amount of money into it, but let me know your thoughts. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.